Optimus Prime here, so it is time for the next episode of my Star Wars 30-week challenge, and today's question is asking me, who is the most underrated character? So, now, believe me guys, there are lots of characters in Star Wars who I think are underrated and deserve a lot more attention, but if I was to pick one character who I think deserves a lot more attention, it's probably going to have to be my favourite female Jedi of all time, which is none other than Aayla Secura. So yeah, Aayla is definitely an amazing character, guys, and I think she deserves a lot more credit, absolutely. So yeah. She appears, of course, primarily in the Star Wars prequel era, of course. And yeah, she's pretty cool. And she might be my favourite character in Star Wars, guys, but doesn't say anything either, because, as you may be aware, in the films she appears in, she does not say anything, not a single line of dialogue at all. Unless you count her one line she asks Commander Bly in the deleted scene of Revenge of the Sith, where she asks Bly, do you think they're droids? Then he replies, of course, no, and then he shoots her, alongside the other clones, so yeah. So, yeah. And she's also appeared in other various media as well, guys, besides the prequel films. For example, she has appeared in several video games. For example, she appeared in the 2005 Star Wars Battlefront game, which I was happy about because I think she deserves the chance to be part of, the roster of characters to play as in Battlefront. And what's cool is she actually had two lightsabers as well, guys, one blue and one green, which was pretty cool. And she was voiced by Rachel Reenstra. Even though, guys, my favourite Aayla is obviously Amy Allen from the films, yeah, because without Amy Allen, we wouldn't have, Aayla Secura, would we, guys? She was the one who brought Aayla to life in the films, so we've got to give her praise for that. And, plus, she also showed up in the Clone Wars TV show. Unlike the Tartakovsky show, in which she appears but doesn't say anything, she appears in the 2008 show, voiced by Jennifer Hale. And I will admit, guys, I'm not really much of a fan of, the fact that Jennifer Hale gave her a French accent, because that's not what Amy Allen has, at all. And Rachel Reenstra, and also the voice actress in the deleted scene, did not have French accents, guys, so yeah. It confused me how she had a French accent. I mean, I'm not sure if the unknown actress was Amy herself or not, but yeah, I have no idea. But yeah. Because the unknown actress didn't use a French accent in this deleted scene that was, unfinished animation, which you can see, it must imply that George Lucas wanted her to have, an American accent, like the unknown voice actress and Rachel Reenstra, so yeah. But I do appreciate the 2008 show for giving Aayla more attention, which I'm happy about. I was pleased about that she got attention, because she definitely deserves attention for being such a great character. Like, I really enjoy Aayla a lot. And plus, I also do love her colour where she's blue as well. It's a very nice blue colour, I will admit that. Pretty cool. And plus, as well as that, she also did make an appearance via a Force vision and voice in the sequel trilogy in the last episode, which I like to call Disney Wars: The Fall of Skywalker, in which she appeared via a voice cameo, with Jennifer Hale reprising her role. And I will admit that I was disappointed that they didn't bring back Amy Allen to dub in the line instead, where she said, let it guide you. That's what Aayla Secura said in that scene, via the voice cameo. But I don't know why they had to get the Clone Wars actress in when they should have brought in the movie one, because, I mean, come on, they brought in, Hayden Christensen, Ewan McGregor, Samuel L. Jackson, Frank Oz, Liam Neeson. So yeah, like, they brought in movie actors. Why couldn't they have brought in, Amy Allen? She deserved the chance to appear as Aayla again, definitely. But yeah. Anyhow, though, still, I do think Aayla is a character that definitely deserves attention. She's really cool, and I really, enjoy her a lot. When I first saw the films when I was a kid, I was really interested in her character when I saw him in the background, and also, of course, in Felucia on her mission with Commander Bly. So yeah, she's always probably my favourite Twi'lek, definitely. Now, you're probably wondering, do I have merchandise of her? I certainly do. So, for example, this is the this is my favourite figure of her because it's the most fully posable. It's pretty cool. I think I got this in, like, you know, the toy line, which has, you know, those droid parts which you can collect to build droids in, which is pretty cool. Did like how you could do that. It's getting quite old though, you can tell because of a lightsaber, yeah. Looks pretty old, doesn't it? I also, as well, recently got a figure of her, which is from the Attack of the Clones toy line, which is where she's on, like, a base, but you can take her off it. I think it's meant to simulate her being in a battle of Geonosis, maybe, but yeah. But one thing that confused me is, why does she have, you know, a Force Lining accessory when she doesn't even produce Force Lining? She doesn't do it in any of the media she appears in, so it's very confusing, isn't it? But not only that, but her legs aren't movable, sadly. You can't really, you know, move them that much. You know, they're not really as portable as, you know, this one's, where you can bend the knees and stuff like that. Or you know, move them, you know, up and down. Because, look, these ones are stretched out. You can't, you know, push them back in, sadly, which is a shame. It's because she's meant to fit on this, you know, base, which is understandable. What I do like, however, is the lightsaber, because if you look at the hilt, guys, it's made out of metal. And she's got, like, a little magnet on her left hand, as you can see here, guys, yeah, just about there. And you can actually, you know, simulate, you know, her using a Force to give a lightsaber to her. So, yeah, oh, see? It attaches to her like that, see? Pretty cool. Whoops, dropped it. Whoops. See? It's pretty cool, that, actually. I do like that, but I wish she was more posable, though, really, so I could do different, you know, poses with her, but this is still great for what it is, though, if you want to simulate, you know, her being in a battle. And plus, I also do have a statue of her as well, which is actually in a very similar position to, you know, the one I just showed you here. Looks like this, see? Like, this is definitely an amazing statue of her, which I do love. Shows her in action. Looks pretty amazing, doesn't it? You know, like using the Force and whatever. Wow. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I do like that. So yeah, guys, that answers the question of who is my favourite character that is underrated. I think is the most underrated. I'm going with Aayla Secura. So yeah. So you know, drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to comment who you think is the most underrated character in Star Wars, who deserves more love. For me, it's Aayla Secura. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe for more videos coming in the future. And may the Force be with you always.